Hello and welcome to your April 9th edition of the Daily 49. I'm Michelle Moore. We will head straight to the Chief's Corner today.
Hello APD, this is Chief Harold Medina with another edition of Chief's Corner. Today we're going to be talking about a new program that we've started for community outreach. This is called Questions with Chief Medina. Every other Thursday, right around 10 o'clock, we will be answering community questions. So as you're out in the community and individuals are looking to ask questions of APD, they can actually ask those questions by emailing uppercase APD, lowercase questions at cabq.gov. These questions are filtered and combined when there's the same topic, and then the top questions are answered live to the public via Facebook every other Thursday. For example, this week some of the questions we had was, one was somebody wanted to know how many calls for service daily, monthly, and yearly. And basically every day we have right around 1,700 calls for service. And to put that in perspective of when I was out in the field and the mandates on the department back then, I remember as a patrol officer working graveyard that as the day ended, 1,400 call days were like very, very busy days. When the average sometimes was right around 1,900. Getting to those 4 digits was a big deal. That just goes to show how we've almost doubled our call volume in the past 20 years. And I think that's why it's imperative, as I told the public earlier today, that we look at different ways to handle this call volume and ensuring that when law enforcement is not needed, we dispatch the proper resources. And that's where this community safety department is going to come in, is when we have those calls that shouldn't be dispatched and they're not a law enforcement issue, we got to get the right social service providers out there. I also want to update the department that I am in communication working with the county, the courts, to see how we could streamline some of our diversion programs and how we could also streamline our process of dealing with individuals who are intoxicated and need somewhere to be. As the mayor also announced earlier this past week that there is the purchase of a location where our shelter will be. It's the old Loveless building off Gibson. I'm very excited and hopeful that as time goes by and that process and that location is developed, that it is going to give our officers an outlet in dealing with a lot of the social issues that we're dealing with, such as homeless, mental illness, and individuals that just need a helping hand. So I think there's a lot of exciting things going on outside of law enforcement that directly impacts law enforcement. I ask our officers and our civilians to stay tuned for more information, and as it becomes available, I'll be sure and provide it to us all. Please be safe this next weekend. Enjoy your time with your family if you're off. Those of you that are working, thank you for your service and working the weekends. I remember all those years that I worked weekends, hoping to get to the point in seniority where I would have weekends off. I want to make sure everybody knows that the executive staff is very grateful for all the work that our officers do. I know you don't hear it enough, so thank you, and until next week, be safe.
And that will be all today. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.